It's Gabby here, and I have a very special video I felt to do for you today. And this is my cat. His name is Peace, and he's a very talkative cat. So I hope you can. Hi, Sus. Okay, now there he is. Now he's happy. So today I had a very important and full of gratitude and teary, emotional day because my 6 months program people um, met, like the one that just finished met the one that are just starting, and they send them messages and they shared their experience within the program, and it was so genuine and so touching, and it was really nice. So, and for me to witness that and to create the space for that was mind-blowing. So I was talking, no, don't bite. I was talking, and it was really interesting because I got inspired to do this video for everyone to know. This video is called 4 Years into the Coaching Business, 10 lessons that I learned, 10 things you have to consider if you think to become a coach. Or I believe that is for whatever entrepreneurial journey you hop onto, because it's like the basis of everything. At least is for me, and it was for all the people I worked with. It didn't really matter what sector they were working in. So I'll just go straight to it. The first one, first and foremost, this is when you start, and it's all through your journey, and like before, during, and after you get set and start business on your own. It's the first thing is be your own client. Be your first ever client. Okay? Again, these are the things that I came up with in my 4-year coaching business. But I know that there are a lot of people that relate to this. So I will talk about me and my example, and you get everything you need from here. So first, be your first client. This is how it started for me. I started this coaching journey 10 years ago, like on myself and with the shit that I had to go through my own life in different points of time. So I was my first client. Actually, this is how I started. Like, people started to ask me, okay, after all that shit that you've been through, what the heck are you smoking or eating or doing? Just, I need to know that, because I don't have that much struggle like you had, and that much drama and everything like you had. But if you tell me what you did, I'm sure this will help me too. So first and foremost, be your first client. This might take a while when it comes to the coaching business, because you have to set yourself straight. But it's gonna pay off on the long run, and it's gonna be like the main pillar of your brand. Second, walk your talk. Everything you say, everything you do, everything you put out there, make sure you do it yourself. Make sure you had the experience of doing that before recommending or talking about stuff. It's not gonna last if you go to a training and just repeat what some person said, but in different wording. It's never gonna last. So walk your talk. I've started again 10 years ago, and like today at 6, I had coaching session. I'm in this mastermind, and I literally, like, if you look on my stories, you got to see, like, I had the cat on my lap and the laptop and the notebook right on the table with markers and stuff that I highlight and I underline and everything. So walk your talk. 3, patience. Patience. Like, nobody grew from nothing to amazingness overnight. And whomever is telling you that, it's a lie, especially in the coaching business. Like, I worked with people that became coaches after working with me, but those are like the first people I worked with. Because again, I'm a full-time coach for 4 years now. So I have this client. She's also my friend, and she was like my second client, and she's just now cashing in. And she did a lot of things in the meantime, and life happened and all that. It's a journey. You have to have patience. You're not going to grow from nothing to 10K a month, regardless how good the coach is, regardless how good the program is, regardless of how many people say that. It's actually, it takes time to build an audience, to build yourself, to have the results, to know what things work for your ideal clients, to understand where you're at in this entire journey. I been around the world and I got coached with a lot of people from all over the world, and yes, they were making like 6 figures or something, but they invested 3 times those money in themselves. They had payments and credit card debt and stuff like that. So these things take time and energy and investment. And so you need patience. 4, for free valuable content. I don't teach my clients who become coaches to have freebies and to have discounts and all and stuff like that, because I don't think you can discount something when you don't have your survival mode assured, like money for your bills, for your house, for whatever. So first, you have to get yourself to the level where you can pay your day-to-day life, and then you can discount if you feel like it. But up until you cover your daily expenses, I don't recommend anyone to have freebies. But what you can have in the meantime, in the time that you're building yourself, is free valuable content. It's what I did with my group that it's now almost 20K people in it. I posted free valuable content all the time in these 4 years. So free valuable content, and not free nothing, not free fluff, not free waste my time for free. No, free valuable content. Make sure that when you go there and say something, people get value out of it. If not, you'd rather shut the fuck up because you're not helping anyone. Excuse my language. When I started, I did not have that much money, like at all at some point. So I was doing a lot of free anything that I could get my hands on, because that was what I basically could do. And some helped because I was inspired to follow interesting people, but others, oh my God, it was just free nothing. It was just a waste of time. So don't do that. Own your free valuable content. Own where you are. People will feel your energy. You can put out free content as much as you want. People will not come to work with you or buy from you because they feel your lack energy. So 5, I have it written down. That's why I'm looking now, because I don't want to go straight too much. So 5, work up your money blocks. You want to have a business and you want to have money, work on your money blocks. It's super important. Why? Because you might make a lot of money, and I hear this a lot from people, like, I'm doing well with money, but somehow at the end of the month everything's gone. Like, I'm making a lot of money but I never have money. This is where the money blocks come in. So self-worth and self-value, but it's wrapped up in money blocks. So work up your money blocks. If you want to have a successful business, if you want to thrive in your business, work up your money blocks. 6, everything you do it for yourself and own that. Okay, just own that. Like, yes, I'm doing this for the people I work with. I started doing the Gentle Winning Breastfeeding program, which was my first ever coaching program, because as a lactation consultant and as a mother, I did not wanted that moms will go through what I went through while transitioning from breastfeeding to non-breastfeeding. So yes, I did that for them, but the primal intention that I had was for me, for myself, to do this for other people. I like to do stuff for other people. And so first, it's for you. What's your intention? What's the reason behind? You have to do everything for yourself, and you have to own it and see exactly why are you doing that for yourself. Because when you own that you do things for yourself, you're not going to go in savior mode, and you're not going to humiliate people with the things you know and they have no idea. So you're up here and they have no freaking idea about the world or whatever you're preaching about. So do it for yourself and be very clear on that, and know at all times why you are doing this or that. 7, have a plan behind the plan. Okay, you're gonna be out of survival mode. You're gonna have the house, have the car, have the husband, have the amazing kids, have the solid rock career, and then what? Because from my experience, if you don't have a plan behind the plan, you're not gonna be happy with everything you did. So have a plan behind the plan. When you tick all the boxes, what next? So 8, what you have to know at point 8 is really interesting. Like, have into consideration that the people you work with, when you start working with people, like every person you work with, it's like a magnifying glass on your own shit. So you're gonna be triggered, and you're gonna be triggered like hell. And if you're a coach, or if you want to work as a coach and you are triggered and you are judging, you're not gonna last long, and you definitely not gonna get far. Every time you're triggered by someone in front of you, be that a client or anybody else for that matter, just work on your shit. Every time. Like, my most difficult clients were like my coaches without even them knowing it. They were like just pinpointing my own shit. They were pinpointing where I would doubt myself, or where I would think less than myself that I would normally do. Like, I love my most difficult clients, and they know who they are, and I absolutely love them. And they've also became like my closest friends in time. So have this into consideration. You're gonna be triggered as shit. You're going to be triggered a lot. That's not because there's something wrong with those people that trigger you. That's because you need to look up on your shit and align every time to your truth, to who you are, to who you define yourself to be every day of your life. Then this one is very important. So 9, don't give up until you're done. I remember when I started, like I felt this calling to work with people for as long as I know myself. I always wanted to make people happy. And I was at this retreat in Vegas last year, and some marketing guys came and they had us write something. And one of the questions was, how long did you waited to do what you want to market? And people were like 6 years, 5 years, 2 years, 6 months. And it just hit me, it just came to my mind. I was like 34 years. It took me 34 years. I waited 34 years and I learned 34 years to be ready to make people happy. My first encounter with coaching was with this guy that I was doing a training. You know who you are. If you're going to see the video, you know exactly who you are. And we had this coaching exercise, and I literally went back and saw my 3-year-old closing in the light, the joy, the happiness I was bringing, because nobody understood my language. Nobody seemed to benefit of the happiness that I could create in their lives. And the vision for me then, the representation of that for me, it was like closing my sun, like I had a sun inside my chest, and the notion was like closing my sun, that I closed my sun, I closed my happiness inside myself when I was 3. So when this marketing guy asked me, how long have you waited to do this? I was like, I waited 30 fucking 40 years to do this. So the nine thing you have to know about going on your own in business: don't give up until you're done. Don't give up until you reach your destination. Just don't. Okay. And last one, 10, is remain true to whatever makes you happy. Like, don't go for a bigger house just because you can. Don't go for I don't know, stuff. Don't go for stuff to prove to some people something that it doesn't really make sense for you. Remain true to yourself. Be aware of where you're at, where you are in comparison with where you have been, and just be aware of yourself. Be aware of the things that make you happy at all times. Because having money, having a business, having a brand, having a name, it's not a guarantee that you're going to be happy. So keep in contact with the things that make you happy, and make time for those things and put energy into it. And remember that. Remember what makes you happy, no matter how far you are down the road, no matter how successful you are in numbers or followers. Just remember what makes you happy, and make sure that the effort you put in, it's okay with you, and you're not doing something just because you've done it for so long. In order to make people happy, you have to be happy yourself. So with this, I wish you happiness, I wish you peace of mind, and I wish you have a beautiful, thriving, and fulfilling journey in business. Goodbye. Don't forget to subscribe. There's a button around here somewhere. Don't forget the bell button to be notified every time I post a new video. And let me know in the comments, what did you understand out of these 10 things that I told you about from my 4-year business experience? Be happy. Bye.